Blasters, you're welcome to Juice on the Couch because we're on the couch
and we got juice.
Have you ever been in a situation whereby, or you've heard somebody that said, the person that one pastor or one brother came to meet them and said, God said, you are my wife. God, I had a vision and I saw Jesus himself told me that you're my wife. How 3 days later or like 1 month later, he came to come and tell you, God didn't say you. How do you settle that kind of thing? How do you move from there? Or how do you get in that situation?
What if he did not come and tell you that, oh, you're not more the person, he just sent you good morning text on the day of his wedding?
Jesus!
Yeah, put my friend's friend. I hear.
No, actually, yesterday I had a gist.
You heard the gist?
No, I had one yesterday that the guy after 5 years just broke up with her. He said he didn't want to be a liability to her, and she ended in the hospital.
God.
I was buying something.
How many liability have you?
I was buying something, and 2 girls were just discussing.
This one is my friend's friend. Like I saw it on hospital. The guy sent her good morning, love, all those cute things, and the only for her to see his wedding picture in the afternoon. She they cry a phone there.
Oh God, please.
Crying.
But seriously, I've heard of this one is actually a pastor, all this fellowship pastor.
What deal?
During the school, everything now, as I said, the saw vision that she's his wife, the whole house, all the family. This one, they already calling her Yawowa, until he gave her breakfast.
In that situation, what will you do? Like, who will you say is at fault?
But does Jesus talk? God talk twice? Is it not God that does he change his mind?
Well, I feel like in that kind of situation, once somebody tells you that God said, it should be both ways. Like God will say to you and say to the person.
So the person is supposed to go and pray.
Yes, now that's the thing now.
God said, and me I'll say okay, because God
does not talk to me.
Excuse me.
So what if you are desperate too or something?
That's on you.
Problem now. It's your problem.
But what if you see traces like, oh, this guy?
If it is not clear, it's not clear.
So it's not a matter of trace.
If God spoke to you, God would speak to me too.
No. Let's look at it from the point of the ladies or the guy or somebody that such a thing happens to. What do you think they always feel like God said you're my wife or God said you're my husband, and why do they always accept?
I think the thing is probably the person was already having feelings for the person, and you just saw it as a confirmation that, oh, since God already, okay, let's go.
But then will your feeling justify what God said? Because it's a thing that okay, I may have feeling for you, but I've not prayed about it, and you're telling me God said, will I not go ahead and say?
But
okay,
that's where the
God
issue is. You should have not accepted when you did not get conviction.
Exactly.
But you know this God said to used to happen in some places. God said you should give offering. God said you pay. Drop seed. So if you are in such places where God said you drop seed,
And you have been dropping says, and somebody will only that comes to tell you that.
But in that kind of situation, the God said is somebody's telling you, not you.
It's the same situation now. God said you should drop something, money.
Say. I'm saying that if somebody says God said, there should be a witness in you too. It's just like
so you're saying like there's Holy Spirit that's supposed to
confirm exactly on both sides. Not just the guy saying that God said. I should also go back and say, okay, you said God said no wahala. Let me go and hear my own.
Let God say
exactly.
But they to tell us that don't waste the guy's time.
It's not wasting of time. It's not wasting of time because at the end of it, okay, see this one after many years now. Whose problem was it?
Wedding day.
Exactly.
So whose problem was it eventually? So if you not hear
I have a scenario of a friend that I just remembered it now. So she was dating somebody with obvious God said she bear the conviction in her heart. This one she was convicted that okay, this is the person, and then eventually they broke up and she married another person. So in this scenario, are we saying God did not say or God said?
Okay, I think that's another question I want to bring up. It's like most times when you say God said, can God actually change his mind?
Exactly. But because when I asked her, I feel like, or not when I asked her, I feel like, it's a situation of readiness. Maybe at the time where okay, it was time for her to get married, because she knew okay, I'm ready to get married, and this person is not ready.
The question is, when
person-
is the time to get married?
You will know when you're ready to
You
get
know
married
you're
now.
ready to
Why are
get
you arguing now?
You actually know now. What kind of jam question is that? If you not ready, they go. I beg go. No time wasters.
No time
But
wasters.
what will you?
Exactly.
But
Now,
wait first.
the
What
guy
will you
comes
now
to you
do?
and says, God said you should be my wife. No time wasters, right? And the girl too should respond.
But the
now.
guy was not yet ready. It's not as if God did not.
as
It's
if
not say
God
God
did
did
not
not
say,
say.
God
But she
said.
was. You are wasting her time, man. She started to look for another. God said.
No. In this
God
case, the guy even served her breakfast. The guy was like, I don't think
Yeah.
I'm
Where's
ready to
Daniel?
get
Daniel
married.
has this song,
Like,
used to
he's not
sing,
ready
bro.
for long commitment. Do you understand? Like, they already knew that okay, we love each other, we love God, everything is going
I hope
fine.
on the
But
background
guy
they play
is
God's
not.
breakfast, that national cake.
Oh,
And
But wait though, in that situation that you're trying to say,
Yes.
he's not ready. She did not know that he was not ready.
She was hoping that he would be ready.
Open. Number
Hoping.
one red
After
flag.
all,
If a
God
guy
said.
tells you that he's not ready, guy, use your eye and be looking
Japa,
at that
Japa.
But wait first. If the person you know, God already told both of you, and the guy now finds out he's not ready, what do you do?
Exactly.
But God already
I feel
told you that.
situation of what I'm
Okay,
talking
I feel like in
about.
that kind of situation, you should keep waiting because
Hey,
there was
wait.
no.
Ah.
there
But
was
actually,
a
there's a
way-
waiting period.
Wait.
Down.
If you're not like me that you've gone to school for 7 years, you not to be waiting.
Calm
Hello.
down. There was a sermon I was listening to actually. The woman said that once God tells you, like you have a conviction in your heart and tells the guy, it doesn't mean you should immediately go into it. You should still wait like 2 or 3 more times.
So wait,
Honestly.
you are saying no time. So if you're in 300 level and you have 5 years, you are doing a 5-year course, and get or you meet somebody that
With
this is your
with the
husband.
extra 2 years that also are giving me.
This is your no. It's just a scenario. This is your husband. Are you going to marry immediately? Won't you
No,
wait?
no, we're not talking
I
about
have
people
the
that are in school at this point.
Okay.
No, what imagine
Everybody
somebody
is
that's
a
already
student.
clocking 35
Everyone is a student.
and someone
for
is
life.
not taking her, she's not ready.
Let's even say
Ah,
that.
cannot
Let's
waste
even
her
say
time,
that
oh.
as a student. At that point, I have the time.
But why are
to
you
wait.
guys opposing that we are?
No. It's just common sense.
It's common
If
sense.
a lady that is already
It's common
Hey,
sense.
God.
It's common sense. But yeah, I agree with you. It's common sense.
imagine a lady that is like 30 years old or 35
But look, it was on the
and one
street.
guy is still telling her what?
wait,
So is it when
wait,
she's
wait.
40 years old that the guy say yeah
so
he's
after
ready?
the guy serves her breakfast, she not still
They
waiting.
say it's God's
And
time.
you
like
move
you
on
said.
and go look for another person that is ready to answer
Chop.
you.
Wait,
Chop.
in that
God's time is the best. You
Oh,
better
wow.
But then I feel like, this waiting thing, I get as a bill.
Ah.
Well,
No,
I
but
think
waiting.
in the
It's up to
point
you,
of
go
waiting,
where in
no,
the
in the
waiting.
point of waiting,
Eh.
you are not just waiting in idleness.
Exactly.
Do you get? You're not just waiting in
So see,
idleness.
when I register for Bible school,
Guy, don't worry, very soon.
Oh,
You're
wow.
not just waiting in idleness, right? In the point of waiting, there are things to do, there are instructions to hear. There is the how, there is the when, there is the how is it going to be. There is the okay, God lead me to exactly like paint a picture in my mind for whatever you want me to do. It's not just waiting in inactivity.
if this was a skit, they'll be like deep on the top of
It's not just because like let me reference it back to what it's like when you are waiting to hear from the person. You are waiting to hear from God. You are waiting for 2 or 3 different okay, look at the story of what's his name, Gideon. God told him, you're a mighty man of valor. He said, me, where am I? Who is my family? And I say, okay, if it is really you that is telling me that I'm mighty man of valor, I'm supposed to deliver these people. Show me sign. God showed him the first sign. Show me another sign. God showed him the second sign. Show me another sign. How many signs did you wait for? 3 times. He wasn't immediately. Exactly.
So to
So what
corroborate
she says
Tosin's waiting period, let's look at the life of David. David was anointed king at a very young age, right? And when David was anointed king, he still served under the serving king. He waited, but nevertheless, there's also the point of there could be breakfast to
Exactly.
later, and you waste your time.
Wasting your time. You have to be sure that
I get what
it's
you
God
guys
that's
are
actually
saying.
telling you
Yes.
to wait.
That's what we're trying to
You don't
say.
waste your time waiting
Obviously,
for someone
see,
that has no future with you.
That is a red flag immediately. Immediately you enter the relationship and you
Red
find
flag
that
makes you
but
call
if
red
it's
flag
your
on the
guy, you
phone.
will know and see. Forget it.
Wait,
Forget it. You cannot lie to yourself.
No, you cannot write
My
yourself.
dear, you cannot lie
But
to
when you're in
yourself.
love, you apply. You apply.
You are better allowed to
Experience. Wait, Tosin, calm down. Tosin, calm down.
If
Like you're wearing light goggles. Like where are you?
Tosin, wait. She has experience.
Hello. This show is about all of us.
Tell us your
But wait,
experience.
let's be real here.
Oh yeah, let's
Whether you are entering a relationship, you know what you want.
Why the Bible says the act of man is desperately
But
wicked.
you-
Who can know it?
You really wicked to
Even
yourself.
me, I can know it. You can know it. All of us cannot know it.
Are you wicked to yourself?
Eh?
Are you wicked
I'm
to
not wicked to
yourself?
myself.
Exactly what I'm
Men are
saying.
deceitful. They
Calm
can't.
down. It's
No, I will not agree. No. What is
Calm
men
down,
are
let's-
deceiving?
I'm trying to
No.
say-
Women don't should give
Wait,
people
wait,
breakfast.
What are I'm trying to wait?
But wait, this is not only relationship, right? You could be like, oh, God said this is my job, and you jump into it. So there are like many God said this guy will be my next president. Boom.
I
You got
feel
people you
like
don't want to
those job things that happen. I feel like sometimes we learn lessons from them. Let me give you an instance, personal story. So when I finished secondary school, or while I was in secondary school, I had an agreement with God that I do not want to wait 1 year before I enter school. And then when I did JAMB, I got admission, but I didn't get the course I wanted. And I was like, God, this was not agreement. I was crying. I was doing in fact, my dad was like, go and do diploma. Should we don't want this course? Go and do diploma. And then I went to do diploma. And while I was doing diploma, the matriculated, that's the set that I entered when I was young, and I was in serious tears. I was crying seriously. Nobody knew I was crying, but I felt like we had an agreement, and I felt betrayed. Do you understand? And then now, both the people that did diploma and me were still in the same class.
Let me ask
People
you
that
a
did year
question.
1. So I feel like his ways are not our ways. At the time, I didn't understand. At the time, it felt like, God, we had an agreement. But it took me a longer route. But we are still at the same point.
So in conclusion of what you are saying,
But in conclusion of what I'm
we are
saying is that sometimes-
if you wait,
No, I'm saying that.
and if you see red flags, still wait, but
Japa!
Okay,
Run
I feel
away.
Like, I feel
where are
like
you running
most
to?
of the
You dey run where?
I feel like
Hearing.
sometimes when we're having conversations with God, we're actually telling him what we want. Not exactly
Actually,
having an agreement
especially
that,
when-
okay, God, I'm open to your own decision.
Especially
Like, I'm
when
choosing
you
to
already
trust
meet this
you.
person and you're already liking the person, and then you now pray. There's a very high possibility that you're not even going to be hearing directly. Correct me if I'm wrong. What I'm trying to say is that if you meet somebody and you actually already like this person, and you are praying, there's a level of sentiment in you that can hinder your hearing from God. Do you understand?
Mhm.
There's a level of sentiment that you already find a kind of peace about this person just based on how they are treating you or their physical appearance.
Exactly.
And so when you are praying, it's possible that your own judgment is clouding
That's why
whatever
I'm
you are
saying that
hearing.
you cannot deceive yourself.
No.
You cannot lie to yourself.
But see,
If you see, if you know what you really want, you already know the red flags. It is just your sentiment and your emotions clouding that red
But
flag.
guys, it's
But you
only
will see.
both of you. But see, you don't have experience. You better
I'm
speak.
sorry, I've never been served breakfast.
Okay, I think I've never been served
But see,
breakfast, but I used to
don't
do
worry,
some
we eat lunch.
breakfast. Let's be real.
We are fasting.
so tell you are the server.
I'm the server sometimes.
Wow.
But in my defense, I'm not necessarily been served breakfast though. Let's be guided. I'm not necessarily been served breakfast, so I just.
You better say the truth.
I'm saying the truth, your experience.
Sorry, ma.
Okay, I think let's try to relate it to other.
But
parts
shebi
of our
àsìkò there's time for everything, abi.
Ọlọ́run
You
ló máa
still
ṣe.
chop your breakfast, abi.
God forbid.
Or you
No,
eat
but no,
lunch.
I don't think that is a very right this is so that
Statement.
breakfast will
Yes.
touch
Yeah,
No, if you
everybody.
throw, that's the thing. You could eat your own 11, but some people like us we will
Nobody's
not
chopping-
eat between.
As far as I'm concerned, as far as
We'll
God
eat
is
lunch. We used
on
to fast
and
in the
you're not
morning.
chopping breakfast. Never again.
And you'll be fasting. Never again. You see,
Never
I'm
before.
jumping.
Never before, never again, never to come. We're not chopping breakfast.
No,
Nobody's
boys.
chopping breakfast.
You see the thing, we are all taking breakfast like it's just relationship related. There are so many
Exactly,
other
there's so many
things.
other
So many other
Yeah,
things.
that's what I was saying.
But
That
I feel-
sometimes when God directs us, right, it may not be the way we planned it out to be. It may not be the way we planned out. That's the problem we have. We always feel like we always plan it out for God, like map it out that this is the route you should take. But sometimes He takes us another route. But but in the meantime, you can feel like this is breakfast or this is this is not how we agreed it to be. Do you get?
So basically, in conclusion,
But before we get to the conclusion part, if you have anything to say, if you have any contribution, please just put it in the comment section and we'll respond with our own views.
Like.
Also, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yeah, as long as you are with us here, you're a blaster. So
Welcome to
yeah,
the-
also welcome to join us for our
Welcome to the
service
family.
every Sunday
11
from
a.m.
11 a.m. we want to see you. We love to see you. Once you come, you can say you're one of our juicers. I mean juicing. One of them. So you can just join us. We also have services on Thursday by 6 p.m. Yeah. So in conclusion, Uncle Samuel, the breakfast server.
May I not say
The person waiting for lunch.
No.
Oh yeah.
If you eat lunch, you will chop better now. It's
Or
not
brunch
this
or
thing.
dinner.
Anywhere, as far as not breakfast, yeah. We are fasting. So, but I feel we've gotten two things from this stuff. First thing is we need to have a personal relationship with God.
Yeah.
We need to hear ourselves.
Spirit of
Let
discernment.
somebody not come and
Let
tell
them
you
come
that
and give you lamba.
they'll give you about
Come and cook hello veg. You use the bread and pack on your stew.
Then like Tosin reiterated that we should always wait, right? So it's necessary for us to wait.
When you are
Don't wait.
sure.
But don't
wait when you are
Exactly.
sure.
And don't wait in inactivity. Like you're not just doing
So
it.
God-
Don't be idle.
So God said that school you are going to get there. Where will you now get there?
We will be going for jam lesson.
God, see, let me give you guys this
You are going to
word.
you are going
Let me-
to
hey,
you are going to school
let me give
in
you guys
Harvard.
this parting
But at the
word.
moment you the lag. Don't worry, you do
Just
PhD
wait.
in Harvard.
Let me give you guys this parting word. God makes all things beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, in his time.
Watch out.
See you there. See you at the top.